Battleship Water Studies. This is what I've supposed to be doing this 6 weeks. They are based on the game called Battleship. If you look on the side, these are the ships that you have available to place. If you see a piece that looks like this, that is one end of the battleship. Another thing you can see is something that looks like this, and that means it's this one down here. If you see a diamond, it is any part of the ship. It could be the middle, it could be the end, it could be a single ship. It's any part. The numbers at the top and along the side tell you how many ships are in each row or column. So what I like to do is start with what I have. I have a piece that is one end of the ship, and there's only enough space for one more piece to be above it, so that piece has to be the other end of the ship. So we have a two-sided ship, and one of the rules about Battleship is there cannot be any ship directly touching it underneath, directly touching it on its side, or diagonal from it. So once you have a ship placed, I always put the water around it. That gives me a good clue as to what can go around. Now, next thing is whenever I'm starting a ship, when I start one of these puzzles, I look for any zero or columns or rows. And I place water all the way left and right. And I do these often with matte pencils, so I have the watercolor blue so I can see what's going on. And then I look to see is there any water pieces, and I fill those in with water. Now, in my first column, it tells me that there are 4 pieces in this column. So I look and see how many open spots do I have, and I have 4. Well, there needs to be a ship here and here, but it's completely surrounded by water, so that means it's one of these little single ships. And I mark them out as I come to them, so I know what I've used. In the bottom row, it tells me there are 5 ships, or 5 pieces that are going to hit. Well, I have one here, where I've already circled. There's water next to it, and then there are 4 blank pieces. I have a ship that has 4 pieces to it, so that is the only way I can have a ship next to that. Now, I look up the columns. Is there anything that is narrowed down by the columns? Well, there's only going to be one hit in that entire row, so I need to mark out the rest as water. And the same thing for the next column, So those 2 columns, it only hits for that ship at the very bottom. Now, I have in this row, I have 1 ship. So that means there has to be a ship here. In this row, I have 2. Well, there's not enough narrowed down for me to tell which spot it needs to go. In this spot, I have 3. I need 1 here and here as well to make it 3. And in the top one, I have 3. So 1 for the one I originally placed, second one from where I put green, and a third one from the last column. I have a 3, a 2, and a 1 ship left to place. So whenever I look back, I see, oh, wait a minute, I've got 2 here. Takes care of him. I have 3 there, taking care of that. And the only one I have left to place is this one that has a single ship. So I look and see what rows and columns do I have. Well, I haven't filled in my water here. This entire column is filled. If if I look at the last column, I have 2 ships, hits the very top, and then water, a space, and then water and ship. So it means that there has to be something in that spot, taking care of the last one. That's how you play this game. These logic puzzles will start off simpler and then go to more complex. And you'll have through November and then into December to work on these. And I'll give you a due date when I come back.